Mr. Khan,
Oh, I apologize.
Danny D, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Fantastic. You've got that building with the laundromat space there. We talked about this a couple of times.
I'm sorry. I have never spoken to you before. Are you calling to speak with Aziz Khan?
Yes.
Aziz Khan is my dad. He passed away 6 months ago.
Oh my
I'm his
goodness.
son. I'm taking care of all. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Aziz passed away 6 months ago. So I'm his son. I'm managing the estate and stuff. So.
Okay. What is your first name, sir?
My first name is Nasser.
Nasser. Nice to speak
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, nice to speak to you. I'm a physician. My name, I'm a gastroenterologist.
Okay.
So I sort of took over, managing the estate for my dad. My mom is the owner now, but I'm the POA, so I've been managing things for them.
Well, let me
But
tell you what I do, and briefly appreciate your taking the time, Doc. At West Foster, you've got a laundromat space there, and
yeah,
that's me. I've been in the laundry business for about 15 years, and my
okay,
interest is always in the infrastructure that's in the walls. My partner and I are looking to build out more stores in Chicago. I don't look to buy
okay,
the store from the previous operator. I see that as a recipe for disaster. I did buy my first store 15 years ago. Big mistake.
okay,
I don't
okay,
just tell you what I do and how we operate. I'm always looking for reasonable and commensurate rates of rent in these spaces because the infrastructure is there. You know, the gas,
hmm,
water, and electric is in the walls. Frankly, cards on the table. If that rent is commensurate and it makes sense and it's appropriate, we can talk terms and sign that lease. Then we retool it. We put new equipment in. You know, Doc, it's not a sexy
okay,
business. It's not glamorous. Any one store can't make anyone rich, no matter how hard you try. Uh,
sure,
if the time is right. Now, what do I see outwardly? I see aged equipment. I see a poorly run store. And the other inside story is that your tenant is trying to sell the business. Last week it was $100,000, and this week it's 70,000. So at the
okay,
end of the day, we all know that those are both preposterous prices. None of it is based on any facts. None of it's based on profit, which is what you sell businesses based on. Just a goofy business
okay.
where, you know, you and I don't frequent laundries. I could go on and on ad nauseum and bore you to tears, but I don't know. When the time is right, I'd love to talk terms with you. I'm not a hostile guy. I'm not trying to push your tenant out. But when I see the store
No,
for sale
no,
and a $30,000 drop,
yeah,
I know something's up.
yeah. He's been trying to get out of the business for a while, for the last several months. Um, so what would you guys do? You guys would take the business over from him, and you guys would run it and sort of be the tenants over there. Is that what you would do?
Yes and no. We don't take the business over from the previous operator because the business is lost. There is no
Okay,
goodwill. They do zero advertising. I mean, again, I can speak on how we run things. We do our stores 24/7. We renew and update the equipment every 7 years. I'm not a broker. I don't flip or sell my laundromats. It's a great business if you know what you're doing.
hmm,
My
hmm,
involvement with your current operator slash tenant is nil. I don't deal with him.
okay,
I'm not interested in buying the place for $1. No hard feelings. But again, I spoke to your dad years ago, and he said, well, you know, my hands are tied. The guy pays the rent. And it always changes. Eventually it does. At the end of the
right.
day, you know, it's important that you understand how I operate, what we do. We can talk terms. Maybe it's today, tomorrow, next week, next year.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you don't mind, can you send me like a written proposal of what you have in mind?
Absolutely.
I can send you my email.
Yes.
I'll send you a text with my email. Send me a written proposal of what you have in mind, and I'll review it with the family, and we can talk further. Because I
Of
think he's
course.
willing to. I think he's looking to get out.
Right.
Obviously, I'm going to be looking for a tenant. Maybe our interests are aligned in this matter.
Yeah, you have to look
So
at your tenant first because that's the bird in the hand. It's biblical. You know, this guy should be most certainly your first concern. And
right.
again, I don't want to repeat myself, but I don't see any value in the store. And God forbid if he does sell it, maybe it's 50,000, maybe it's
Hmm.
40,000. Now your next operator is operating from a negative. They're coming in saying, well, I spent $40,000. May I please have a good lease? Not
Well, absolutely. We want to make sure that that the operation, whoever if he sells it and whoever takes over it runs well,
right.
and that a well-performing tenant means a rent check on the table
There you go.
on time. So
you know what? I can say this, Doc. It's crazy because the laundromat business itself is so odd. You don't frequent laundromats. I don't frequent laundromats. You can live your entire life and never find the need to step foot into a laundromat. Unlike your business, I don't. You're a physician, so I don't want to make assumptions. What type of, you said gastroenterologist? Okay, I get it. At the end of the day, laundromats are bought and sold to people that have no idea what the hell they're doing, and that's not us. Let me do this. I'm going to send you an email, but I can say this. We're not really at a proposal phase. I don't know what your asking rate is. So let me send you a generic email that has before and after pictures of our stores, all that. I know I'm coming in sideways here with your dad's old number, and reach back out and we'll talk terms. We'll figure out where we need to be. I'm not trying to rob anybody with the rate of rent, but the difference with us, I've got massive debt service on equipment. It costs a lot to build out these stores. Although I won't be putting in infrastructure, it's already there, cards on the table. It will cost a lot, and we do every 7 years, we retool. What's the best email address?
At hotmail.com.
I got it. All right, Doc. I lost my dad almost the same time myself, so it's great. We're all headed the same place. You know that better than anybody. God bless. Let me send you a little email, and I'm Danny D'Angelo. My partner is Mr. Walker, and I think we're close, and not looking to step on toes. Let's talk soon.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Doc.
Mr. D'Angelo.
Cheers.
I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it.
Well, that's positive.
What we need to do is keep pressure. Keep after this guy, because it's likely not a priority, but that's a textbook call where he says, hey, my dad's gone, I'm taking over. And there's a little, I don't think there's a rich kid vibe there. This guy works for a living, and he's not going to go boot his tenant out. But like he said more than once, he doesn't want the business anymore.
No, he just wants the rent. He don't want any drama with that fucking place.
Exactly right. You said it.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.